Congratulations! You managed to work out the clue and finally meet the professor. He was in the star-shaped garden in the Amer fort. Dear Diary, I finally got to meet the mysterious professor. Eventually I found him in the centre of the star-shaped garden in the Amer fort. He was not what I expected, so I'm going to describe him to you. Creating your character. Let's start with a blank figure. Your character is going to need an interesting name. How old are they? Are they male or female? What do they do? Well, that's easy. They're a secret agent just like you are. Let's get into the main part of your character, their appearance. What do they look like? Do they have any distinguishing features? Perhaps they've got a scar like Harry Potter. Or they might wear glasses, a bit like me. Remember to include lots of well-chosen adjectives. They'll really bring your character to life. Words like brave, courageous, hideous, timid, outgoing. Why not try similes? This is where you compare your character to something else using as or like. Eyes, like deep, dark caverns. You've built your character now. You know what they look like. So now it's time to think about their personality. How do they move? How do they talk? What do they like, dislike? How do they behave? Do they have any interesting habits? What clothes do they wear? Are they trying to stand out or blend in? Have a look at these well-known characters. They might give you some ideas. Inspector Gadget, for instance. Look at his clothes. I think he would stand out. But to me, it's more about his gadgets. Like a torch, his gloves. Built-in helicopter. Springs in his shoe. Even an expanding coat. Yes, I know he's a mouse, but look at the words. Look at his distinguishing features. He's got an eye patch. He's got piercing eyes. He's got a friendly smile, even a cheeky grin. Could your professor be based on a real person, like Albert Einstein? Or maybe a movie character like Doc? Or even a secret agent like James Bond? I'm going to base mine on one of my favourite childhood characters, Tintin. He was an intrepid reporter who travelled the world on adventures just like you. Now you have all the ingredients to create the perfect character. First, draw a picture of them in your diary so you know what they look like. Now label your picture with loads of adjectives and maybe even a simile or two. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you could try turning this into a written description of the professor. When you met at the fort, the professor gave you your next clue. For secrecy, it was written in code. The professor knows that you've studied the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings. Can you work out what the clue tells you to do next? Hopefully you managed to solve the professor's clue and know where to go next, because now it's your turn to learn how to write in code. Here's some background information about ancient writing. Press pause and have a read. Now it's your turn. I'm going to show you how you can create your own code using Rebus Symbols. This is when you use a picture of an object or a number to replace a word or syllable within a word. Rebuses have been used throughout history, for example in Egyptian hieroglyphics. They were even used by the ancient Greeks and Romans to show the names of towns on their coins. Your challenge is to write a message for the professor and me to decode. First, let's learn about using rebus symbols. To create your own code using rebuses, replace words with pictures, but remember, the pictures need to sound like the word, or part of the word, they are replacing. Look at my examples. I think the main key to successful rebuses is to make sure the picture actually sounds like the word it replaces. If you're feeling adventurous, you can use letters and pictures, like open, or remove a letter from a picture, like sheep. Remove the S to make heap. Have a look at these examples. They might help. Successful messages will need to include the following. If you solved the professor's message, you'll have realised it was written in Viking runes and it said go to the Taj Mahal.